Your cat is following you right now, not because they are hungry, not because they want attention, because of something that happened 10,000 years ago that neither you nor your cat has any control over. Scientists at the University of Queensland published findings in 2026 that changed everything we thought we knew about why cats shadow their owners. And the real reason is not what any cat owner expects. It is deeper than love. It is older than domestication. It is written into the very architecture of the feline brain itself. There are 4 reasons your cat follows you everywhere, and I need you to stay until the last one, because the last reason is the one that will break your heart in the most beautiful way possible. Do not look away. Most people think they understand why their cat follows them. They think it is affection, they think it is routine, they think it is simply habit. And they are not entirely wrong, but they are missing the deepest layer, the layer that feline psychology has only recently begun to map. Here is what science now knows. When your cat follows you from room to room, they are not just being clingy, they are performing one of the most psychologically complex behaviors that exists in the entire animal kingdom, a behavior that involves memory, emotion, attachment theory, territorial psychology, and something far darker that we will get to later. Pay close attention to reason number 3, because reason 3 contains a secret about your specific cat that most owners never discover, and once you know it, you will never see your cat the same way again. Reason 1. You are not their owner, you are their safe base. Researchers at Oregon State University applied attachment theory to cats, the same psychological framework used to understand human-infant bonds. And what they found was extraordinary. Approximately 65% of cats show secure attachment to their owners. That means your cat does not follow you because they are afraid to be alone. They follow you because you are the psychological anchor that allows them to feel safe enough to explore their world. Think about what that means in practice when your cat follows you to a new room. They are not being needy, they are using you as a launch pad. Your presence gives them the confidence to investigate, to explore, to be curious about their environment. The moment you leave the room, their psychological safe base moves, and their ancient brain responds with a very simple instruction. Follow it. You are not being followed by a pet. You are being followed by a creature whose emotional survival depends on knowing where you are. Reason 2. To your cat, you are not a person. You are a resource in motion. And that distinction changes everything. The University of Queensland research revealed something unsettling about how cats perceive their owners. Your cat is not following you because they see you as a companion. They are following you because you control access to everything that matters in their territory. You open doors, you access food, you control warm laps and soft surfaces, you create and close pathways through their carefully mapped world. Every time you move through your home, your cat's territorial brain registers a potential change in their environment. Think of it like this. Imagine your entire life, your food, your safety, your comfort, was controlled by a single being who could move through your world and change everything at any moment. Would you let that being out of your sight? Neither will your cat. The closed door is the clearest example. To you, it is just a closed door. To your cat, it is a blind spot in their carefully monitored territory. Something important is happening on the other side, so they wait, they watch, they follow when you emerge, because wherever you go, their world changes behind you. Reason 3. Remember when I told you to pay close attention to this one? This is the reason that is specific to your cat. Not all cats follow their owners for the same reason, and the pattern of how your cat follows you reveals something profound about their psychological history. Research from the University of Bristol identified 3 distinct following patterns, each one telling a completely different story. Pattern 1, the shadow cat. If your cat follows you everywhere, stays within sight at all times, and shows visible distress when you disappear, your cat has what researchers call anxious attachment, something in their history, early separation from their mother, a period of abandonment, a trauma you may never know about, taught them that the people they love can disappear without warning. So they never let you out of sight. Because losing sight means losing everything. Pattern 2, the occasional follower. Your cat follows you sometimes, particularly in the morning and evening. This is secure attachment. This is the healthiest bond. Your cat trusts you completely, enough to let you go, and trust that you will come back. Pattern 3, the distant observer. Your cat rarely follows you, but they always know where you are. They watch from a distance. They track your movements without appearing to. This is not indifference. This is an avoidantly attached cat who learned that closeness carries risk. They love you. They monitor you constantly. They just do not trust that getting close is safe. Reason 4. This is the one that will stay with you. Your cat follows you because somewhere in the ancient part of their brain, they know that one day you will not come back. Feline psychology researchers have documented a phenomenon called anticipatory behavior, a pattern observed in cats who track their owners' daily routines with extraordinary precision. Your cat knows when you leave for work. They know when you usually return. They know your patterns better than you know them yourself. And every single time you leave, something happens in their brain that researchers have described as a form of anticipatory grief. They do not know if this is the time you do not come back. So they follow you to the door. They watch you leave. They wait exactly where they last saw you. And when you return, the following begins again. Not out of neediness, out of something ancient and profound that has no perfect word in any language, something that sits between attachment and mourning, between love and the fear of loss. If you have become a cat who follows you everywhere and you have never thought about it this way, this is why we made this video. And if this is changing the way you see your cat right now, you already know what to do. Subscribe to CatMystique, because every cat has a secret and we reveal them. But there is a fifth reason, one that most cat channels will never tell you about, because it is uncomfortable, because it forces you to ask a question about yourself that you may not want to answer. Some cats follow their owners everywhere, not out of love, not out of attachment, not out of ancient instinct, but out of learned helplessness. Penn veterinary researchers documented cases of cats who follow their owners compulsively, not because they feel secure, but because they have learned that the world is unpredictable and their owner is the only consistent variable. These cats were not failed by strangers. They were failed by the people who loved them most. Inconsistent routines, unpredictable emotional states, sudden absences without warning, small things, things most owners never notice, things most owners would never intentionally do, but things that teach a cat one of the most devastating lessons any creature can learn. I cannot trust my environment. I can only trust this one person, and I cannot let them out of my sight. This is not a shadow cat. This is a traumatized cat disguised as an affectionate one. How do you know which one you have? Watch what happens when you leave the room and come back immediately. A securely attached cat looks up, acknowledges you, returns to rest. An anxiously attached cat follows you back in immediately, unable to settle until you sit again. The difference is subtle. The difference is everything.
So, why does your cat follow you everywhere? The answer is not one thing. It is never one thing with cats. It is a layer of ancient survival instinct, wrapped around a territorial psychology, wrapped around an attachment style shaped by experiences you may never know, wrapped around something that looks like love and functions like grief and feels like the most loyal thing any creature has ever done for you. Your cat follows you because you are their world. Not metaphorically, literally. You are the safe base, the resource, the anchor, the constant, the being their brain monitors every waking moment to ensure their psychological survival. And what science is only now beginning to understand is that your cat's brain is doing something remarkably similar to what the human brain does when it loves someone deeply. John Bradshaw at the University of Bristol put it this way: cats use the same social signals with their owners that they use with other cats they truly trust. They are not treating you like a human. They are treating you like one of them. And in the world of feline psychology, there is no higher owner. Remember at the beginning when I told you the last reason would break your heart in the most beautiful way? Now you know why. Your cat does not follow you because they need you. They follow you because they chose you. Every single day. In every room. Without you ever asking.
The next time your cat gets up, the moment you get up, and follows you to a room they have been to 1,000 times, and sits just close enough to keep you in their line of sight, do not take it for granted. What you are witnessing is not a quirk. It is not a habit. It is 10,000 years of evolution and emotion expressing itself in the simplest possible way. I am with you. I am watching over you. I chose you today, and I will choose you again tomorrow. That is the real reason your cat follows you everywhere. Subscribe to CatMystique, because every cat has a secret, and we reveal them one behavior at a time.